Okay, hello everyone. Getting ready here. Okay, people are starting to come on. Lilia, how are you? Turn on your video. There you are. Hello. You got to boop, hit your thing there, your mute button. Hi. Hi, Lilia. You're muted, so we can't hear you. Anyway, my name's Claude Diamond. A lot of people are going to be coming on today. Hi. There you go. You figured it out. Okay, here comes somebody else on. And I want to talk about a sales technique that works very well for me. Basically, persuading people through acknowledgement, getting likability and trust. Stephen, hello, Vaughn Cross. Here, I like videos on. How you doing, Vaughn? Hello there, Stephen. Good morning or good afternoon. I'm in Pinehurst, North Carolina today. And we're going to do some role plays. Today is Role Play Wednesday. And I'm the author and creator of the Gut Sales Method, ClaudeDiamond.com, if you want to learn more about me. I think sales is the $1 million skill. I think it's the one thing none of the gurus talk about. They give you all the virtual assistants to hire and the integrators and the disposition and the acquisition managers and all these different people and all the different software and all this work. And how do we really make money? You ever think about it? You guys you can unmute yourself if you don't have a
connecting with people, figuring out what their needs are.
Oh, how do we do that? That's a great, hi Lilia. That's a great way. How do we figure out someone's needs?
Hear what they talk about.
Questions.
What's Stefan?
Questions.
Questions. What is it? Lilia, when you go to see your doctor, what does she say when you walk in the examination room?
What is your problem? Tell me what bothers you.
Yeah, well, you know, Dr. Russell, oh, my left earlobe is hurting me. I don't know why. Keep going, Lilia.
Well, yeah, you're right. Asking right questions.
But you're my doctor. What kind of questions are you going to ask me?
Okay. Tell me, please, what happened lately? Have you been to the cool weather or?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, you know, I'm here. It's been it was 42 degrees here this morning when I took my 8-mile run. I need 2 more miles. I do 10 a day. I really do. Every day. And it was real cold this morning and I had my hat on, but I think my earlobes were exposed. You don't think I have frostbite or something, do you, Dr. Russell?
I wouldn't think it's a frost, but I think we can help you to figure out what we can do.
Thank you, doctor, because it's hurtful. It really hurts. This earlobe is killing me. I mean, okay, off the role play. You did that really great, Lilia. You did that fantastic. What does the doctor say? Oh, I know everything about earlobe repair, and I went to earlobe college. And oh my God, what does the doctor do?
It's about the client, the patient.
It's about the empathy is that word. I use that every day. Empathy. I ask questions. Gee, why are we talking? What's your problem? Where does it hurt? What's your biggest challenge? What would you like to do with this house? In a perfect world, let's imagine, what would you like to see happen with your house? What would you like to buy it, sell it, invest? What kind of return would you like? How much money would you like to make per month? You get them talking and you get them emotionally involved rather than do the typical salesperson stuff where you give this long presentation. Hi, let me tell you about the history of earlobes, okay? or whatever. And they go to sleep and then they ask you a few questions and then they dismiss you. You don't make money when that happens, do you? You're just free consulting all day long. How many people here are guilty of that besides me?
Well, we do that every day.
We do it every day. Sales can be much better and everything. And I didn't acknowledge. Hello, Mr. Jasso. Hello, Ed. Marquise, turn on your video. Vaughn, show us that handsome. Oh, Vaughn, you're working. You're always working. I like you, man. You got you join in all these videos, but you're still there making money working with the hammer.
Oh, thank you kindly. Thank you.
Good for you, man. It's funny. Something came to me. I want to talk today about, and we'll do some role plays about how do you get a prospect to the most important thing. If you've, how many people here have read Cialdini's book, The Psychology of Persuasion and Influence? It's he lists the different psychological triggers. You know what's the most important one? You guys know?
Consistency.
Emotion?
Well, it's all emotional and you have to be consistent. But he kind of lists different things like authority and reciprocity and trust and social proof and all these different things. But the number one thing that I think is the most important is likability.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get a prospect? What does a prospect think when they get a salesperson on the phone, whether it's a scheduled or a cold call or anything? What do you think goes through the prospect's mind when they talk to a salesperson right away? Is it favorable? Is it positive?
Scam.
Scam. They want my wallet. I'm just going to get as much information and get off the phone fast. I don't want to give them even my email. I don't want to give them any information because they're going to spam me and or take me off your list. What else, Ben?
Boy, I mean, it's hard to choose. There are about 6 or 7 things. What's the rule around here? The 11th commandment. You can treat a salesperson like crap and still get into heaven. And they're looking.
Yes. Moses dropped one on the way down the mountain.
Yeah.
The 11th commandment. I think I got that from my mentor 30 years ago.
True.
You can still get it. Pardon my language, ladies. You can still get into heaven by treating a salesman like shit. That's what he used to say. And it was so funny. And we put up with it, don't we? Don't we put it? We just keep giving and giving. And then we try those little tricky little closes. And they'll say, I'll think about it. I'll talk to my spouse. Send me more information. Oh, let's talk in 2-3 years. That's what they really mean. They say a day or a week or something. Mm-hmm. But likability, how do we get somebody in one phone call in just a minute or two to like us? That's so important. How do we get somebody after the fact to like us also? What can we do after the sale to get it to like us? So I want to talk about those things. Somebody calls up. Stephen, how you doing, Alan? How you doing, Davis? Everybody else is coming on here.
Hello.
Yeah. Stephen, I'm calling you up. Ring, ring.
Hey, how you doing?
Is that the way you off the role play? I taught you how to answer the phone. Come on.
Am I the salesperson or you're calling?
You are the salesperson. And today we're talking about acknowledgement, the art and science of thank you. How do we get that prospect to like us real fast? So I'm calling you up. I'm a prospect, and I'm gonna kind of say something in the beginning, and I want to see how you react to it.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Yeah, Dillard Consulting. Steve here. What can I do for you?
Yeah, Steve, Claude Diamond. I was just on your webpage. Man, I love your webpage. Great. Super information. You got some of the best videos. I love this, and no fluff and everything. Man, you're great. I just wanted to call you up and acknowledge you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. What was the last video you saw?
How to get rich in 30 days or less.
That was one of my favorite ones. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Mike, where do you come up with these wonderful ideas?
It's just daily actions that I take, that I'm willing to share with people, and I do my best to like help people and, just kind of share what I'm doing, you know what I mean? To kind of really relate to it, everybody.
I feel that about you. You really want to help people, and stuff. Can I just ask you one? I want to get into real estate, and I wanted to ask you one or two quick questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. What can I do for you? Well,
I'm pretty interested in this lease option, this rent to own aspect of the business. And I was just wondering, there's something you guys call option consideration. How do you determine how much money to get when you set up a lease purchase?
okay. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go over all that with you.
That was the question. I'll give you a clue. That was the question.
Yeah.
Now you got to give me back a cookie. Gee, I don't understand this lease purchase and what's that option money stuff about and all that. If you could help me with that.
Yeah, it's very easy. I mean, I'm sure you can get it, with a little bit of one-on-one.
I can't get it. Maybe I'm stupid. I just don't get it. I've gone to some real overpriced seminars and stuff, and I don't understand option money.
I never thought I would understand any of that stuff either, but I know if somebody like me can get it, I'm sure you can get it, and I'll be the guy to help you get it.
Nah, I'm just dumb. I don't get it.
You'll get it. I mean, you're not as dumb as you think.
Thanks a lot. Off that role play.
Oh,
That was
Chihuahua.
Who picked up what I was? Who knows what I was trying to get when I asked that question about option consideration? What was I trying to get from Stephen?
Trying to get the information for nothing.
I was getting the information, but what do you think is the perfect response from Stephen to get me to like?
Complicated. Yeah, it's a pretty complicated procedure, and I can help you with that. I've got the ability to, share my knowledge with you. Maybe we can get together tonight about 5, and we can go over how I can consult with you to get that done.
Okay, that wasn't what I was looking for. And why? If you got me on the phone now, by the way, Ed, why do you want to? If you got a pretty girl in front of you, you had a great date, you had laughs, she laughed at all your bad jokes, you bought 2 bottles of wine, and you take her to the doorstep and she closes her eyes, that wonderful way things women do. You're going to say, listen, I'll come back at 5 o'clock tomorrow or Thursday. Right? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, trust me, I've been in situations where I thought about what I should have said, but
Okay.
yeah, as I was saying that, I realized I shouldn't have been saying that.
When should we go for the sale? When should we kiss the girl?
Right there, yeah.
Today.
The gestalt is now. The moment is now.
Mhm.
Go when you have that magic moment, go for it. But that's what we're getting off the subject here. I said to Stephen, I don't understand. I said 2 things really. I said, I'm dumb. You got to fix that. When a prospect puts themselves down, a self-deprecating a message or humor, you got to fix that real fast. We'll talk about that. But I want to go back to, I don't understand this option consideration. Is that important? How do you determine how much to go? What's the first thing you should say to me when I ask a question like that?
Is this a deal that you're working on currently, or?
No, I'm looking for a stroke. I'll give you another clue. I want to
Redirection.
No, just you're working too hard on this. Give me a compliment.
Yeah.
That's
Go
a
ahead,
great
someone
question.
ask.
I'm
It
glad
sounds
you
like
asked.
you came really far.
Who said that? I heard it. Ed, Ben?
Yeah, that's a great question, Claude. I'm glad you asked. And
Now turn
I'm
that into
sure-
a question.
Let
Go
me
ahead,
ask
you-
you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You asked me that question. Claude, what's option consideration?
Claude, what's option consideration?
What a fantastic question. Wow. You've been doing your homework, man, Ben. That's a great question. I wish more people would ask me questions like that because it's real important. Now, what made you bring that up? Why is that important? Why is that an issue for you? You're not involved in a deal right now, are you?
I am. There's opportunity
Oh,
around, and I've been trying to do this. I've been looking at it for a while now, and that one area just dumbfounds me, and it's holding up the show.
oh,
I've
okay.
been to a couple of really expensive seminars, and
We all have. Listen,
Yeah.
we've all been to those seminars. I paid some guy $15,000 to end up in the hospital burning my feet. I mean, it's just that's the price we pay sometimes, right?
yeah, and they tell me, well, just make 100 more calls and find another one.
And that works, right?
Not so far. It's
Oh.
like a needle in a haystack to get somebody who'll even talk to me, and then when I talk to them, I feel like an idiot.
You're
Yeah,
not
man.
you're not an idiot, Ben. Listen, we've all been given mythology and bad advice. I've been given it too. I'm the former world's worst salesman, for God's sakes. It took me until I met my mentor and learned how to sell. It was horrible for me to. It's not your fault, Ben. You've been given some bad advice, and maybe we can fix that today if that's what you want to do.
Yes, yes.
Okay, off the role play.
That's
Good
it.
role play. Nice going. That was a lot of good. You learn so much in these role plays. Even I love role plays. I learn things every day. First thing I did when Ben said, what's the option money? What did I say? Good question.
Mhm.
Okay, that doesn't sound like much, does it? But when you say to somebody, that's a good question. Okay, it's deep inside his head, his mother is yelling at him saying, you asked a good question, you're a good boy, Ben. She's in there somewhere. Okay. We all love mom, and Freud said a lot about what we feel about our mothers. Okay. Robin Williams used to say, Oedipus Schmedipus, Mom, I just love you. But somebody's in her head, our conscience. And when someone says, thank you, or good question, I wish more people would ask me intelligent questions like that. How do you think that resonates in that person you're trying to win over?
Makes them feel good for 2
Mhm.
seconds.
It makes them feel good, but it may seem like 2 seconds, but it goes deep. It works your way there. Am I getting too heavy for you guys today? Because I think this is important stuff. I want to win over people. We're in a competitive world, aren't we?
You bet.
We're in a real competitive world. How do you think we can blow away, we can devastate our competition if we get one person who's the decision maker, who has the credit card, the check, the consign, if that one person gets off the phone, even though we're the little guy or girl in business, we're starting out, we're working on our kitchen table. Our competition has fancy advertising and all kinds of employees and all kinds of mailers and everything. But that one person gets off the phone and feels good about us. Do you think that makes a difference?
Definitely.
Mhm.
It's so important. It's so important to get that person to like you. And likability sometimes leads to trust. And when you have trust, you have a blank check. Okay, this is how it blows away I'm one little guy who runs a very successful business with a pretty smart wife behind me. She does all the accounting and bills. I'm the sales guy. We run a really prosperous business. And we've been doing it a long time with very little overhead, only because I know how to bring out the emotion or get likability and trust from people. There was another part, self-deprecate. When the prospect puts themselves down, and you don't acknowledge it or repair it, okay, that's not going to work in your best interest. So, Alan, can I get you for he's got his Justin Chambliss Shut Up Money sweatshirt on, collector's item. Mine's in San Diego right now. So, Alan, I feel like such a dummy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man. I must be the dumbest real estate salesperson, investor in the world, man. I don't know what I feel like a jerk.
Claude, it's okay. I mean, everybody feels that way in the beginning. I too was in your position when I first began. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what is it that you're having challenges with?
I get nervous on the phone. I'm like a deer in the headlights. I don't know what to say to people sometimes. I get so nervous. And I know there's I went to all these seminars and these people are making money and they're doing deals. And I just feel like the biggest dummy in the world. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Claude, it's not you. It's just that's perfectly normal in the very
Slow
beginning.
down, slow down. Claude, this is where a little thespian, a little acting skill. Claude, it's not you. Slow it
Claude,
down.
it's not you. Everybody feels that way in the very beginning. You're not alone. But I do commend you for wanting to improve those skills that you feel you're lacking in. If you don't mind me asking, I mean, let's imagine where would you like to see yourself 30 days from now?
I have a job. Thank you for asking. Okay, off the role play. We'll go back to that question because that was a good question. What did he do when I put myself down? I called myself names. I said I'm dumb. I'm everybody else is successful except me. Have you heard this from prospects before? I have. Okay, where they kind of knock themselves, or they're beating themselves up, or you ever hear someone who's tired and frustrated? Okay, by just giving them an intellectual features and benefits presentation, that's not going to win them over because they've heard it 20 times before. What you got to do is fix it for them. Listen, it's not you. I made the same mistakes you did. Everybody goes through this. And Alan did that beautifully. Did you see how he fixed me right away? So when you that's how you get closer and closer to the prospect rather than pushing them away or letting them think you're just another traditional salesperson. And you got to fix them when they ask you a question, say, thank you, great question, glad you asked it, compliment them, reward them, then go into the question even more. If they put themselves down, repair them. You've got to fix them so that they're repaired. So you've given them the dog ate my homework excuse. You get it. What did they call it? Monopoly, get out of jail free card. You just gave them that. The underlying emotional psychology of persuasion, okay, is it's so valuable because when you get them to like you and you get that commonality, you have that empathy, you know what they're thinking and feeling. Can you engage them what happens when you engage them in what I like to call the good adult to adult conversation? What happens? Do you get closer and closer?
Yeah, it starts to get more real.
Yeah. These are the little methods that I do every day. I talk to people every day, a few people, not hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. Okay, because that's too much work and it's too much rejection, which leads to frustration, which then leads to depression. What happens when you get tired, you're emotionally drained, you've spent money, you've made all these phone calls, your machine, everything, and you haven't had one decent conversation? What happens to the way you feel for the rest of the day?
Crappy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of feeling crappy, how are you feeling, Vernon DeShields?
Much better, man. Much better.
Oh, we're so glad. We're so glad you're recovering. That's fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Does the ski hat work?
Yeah, it's keeping me warm, man. I'm cold. I'm real cold.
Okay. Well, we're going to teach you some persuasion and magic moment techniques so you can maybe get somebody to keep you warm there. Okay. Absolutely. Alan, what was that one part I asked you to remind me about again before? What was that?
Back to the question about where would you like to see yourself in 30 days?
Thank you for, I want to leave my job. I have a horrible boss. It's like I dread going to work every day. He embarrasses me in front of the other employees. He's rude. He always wants me to stay 1 or 2 hours later from work and everything like that. I just hate my job. I want to have my own business, and have that freedom thing. Is that asking too much?
You know what, Claude? Not at all. And I commend you for wanting to take the entrepreneurial leap. You certainly deserve better. And, just imagine for a moment where we could, you could learn to put yourself first so that you no longer have to be a doormat for everybody. What would that make you feel?
It would be a dream come true. And that's one of the reasons I'm calling you. I loved your videos and your information, and you answered your own phone, or you called me back on time for the appointment. Nobody does that, man. I really appreciate that.
Hey, that's such that's very nice of you to say. That's too kind of you, Claude. Yes, I pick up all my phone calls as if I was going to pick up my own phone call from my mom. So everyone that I'm going to choose to work with is going to be like family, Claude. I mean,
Ooh. What
I mean,
he just used the family word. Does family make can family make, the emotional, the $1 million rule is, can we make people emotional? What happens when you take a stranger and you say, you're part of my family? I'm going to treat you like you're my mom calling me. What did he just do? Does this get us closer to likability?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the lines I love to use to clients, and I mean it. I'm very sincere. My business is small, but it's very prosperous, and it's very high accountability. It's the way I like. That's the way I set it up. That's my business model. Go ahead. You said something? Okay. When we go to somebody and say, you become part of my extended family, and I'm going to help you, I'm going to consult, I'm going to buy the home, sell the home, help you structure a lease purchase is subject to, I'm going to show you how to finance this home. If I can help you solve, I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for. But if I can, is that Alan is, am I on track here? Are we on the same page? Help me out a little here.
oh yeah, certainly. That's exactly the path I want to take.
Oh, can you imagine for a moment if we could make that happen in the next 30, 60, 90 days and solve those problems, whatever you're trying to do, buy, sell, invest, leave a job, and we could help you solve any of those problems. How would that make you? Imagine we could do that. How would that make you feel?
I'd start drafting my resignation letter.
Oh, wow. What is that like? Does that smell like freedom to you?
If freedom has a scent, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we doing? What am I working towards here?
The census.
Yeah. The right words at the right time, the right enunciation, the right tonality, the right volume, soft, loud, the right EQ, the emotional quotient put in. Words can make you, can give you everything you want in this business. The words are the most important. You cannot scale everything in business. You think, well, send out 10,000 postcards or emails and this and that. That's fine. That's good marketing. But you cannot scale the one-on-one where you get somebody to like and trust you, and then they say that magic word, which we all love. I'll think about it. No, that's not the word. Yes. Or even no. Is no a good answer if you get it quick?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Now that it's hey, you know what? Jimmy Jean, are you there, Jimmy? I see your handsome face. Oh,
yeah, I'm here.
Jimmy, now that it's over and we're not going to do business today, what are you going to do about that problem, man? That sounds like, that sounds like a really significant problem. What are you going to, sounds like it's keeping you up at night. It's costing you a lot of money. What are you going to do about that?
The same thing I've been doing with it for the past 15 years, man. Nothing. Leave it the way it is.
Leave it the way it wouldn't be worth resolving. I mean, even if we could solve that problem, it wouldn't be worth something talking about and solving this in the next 30 days or less. We shouldn't talk anymore about that, right?
No, I don't think so. I really don't want to waste any more time, your time.
I don't blame you. It sounds like it's over. Is it over? Are we done?
Of course, it's actually over.
Okay.
I'm about to hang up now.
Listen, you're a great guy. I wish you only the best. Can I send you a little gift? Do you like to read books about success or real estate or marketing? What's your interest? What do you like? I want to send you a gift.
The first time when I tried to learn about investing in real estate, it just didn't work out for me. So what type of book that you actually want to send over?
I have a book that I wrote a few years ago. I charge people for it, but you've been so nice to me on the phone. I'm going to send you. What's your email, Jimmy, so I can send that to you? You'll get it in about 5 minutes.
Jimmy@mindyourbusiness.com.
There you go, Jimmy. Good. Nice speaking to you. If you change your mind about my offer and get back to me before 6:30, I'll honor my offer and you'll get that book in a 5 minutes or less. You have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you a lot.
Boom. How did I end? Thank you, Jimmy. That was good. How did I end that conversation? Did I leave the
Smooth.
door open a little bit?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. What did I do?
You actually left me with a book so I could think about you when it's
Yes.
time for me to actually make that decision. You know what? Let me give this guy a call. He left me a book. He did something that other people wouldn't do, even if I told him no.
When you give a gift, and it doesn't have to be expensive or anything, it doesn't have to be a $50 Starbucks gift card or anything. But if you give a gift, something you created on your own, a mind map, a book, a short white paper on a subject, a video you created, my five best real estate deals, 5 things every investor should do, the 3 things I learned at my last Get Rich Quick seminar. You give them something for free. People love that word free, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. When you give somebody a gift at the end, hey, you've been such a nice guy and everything like that, even though we're not doing business, I'll get you, let me send you a gift. Now that's a positive thing. What did I get in return? We call that when I get something in return.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Thank you. Whoever said that. Did I get his email, by the way?
Yes, sir.
What is the biggest problem we're facing in marketing today? The biggest problem, the walls go right up, the drawbridge goes up. We're trying, Facebook is having a monumental problem with it right now.
Correct. Yeah.
What is it we all want, including Facebook? What do we want from other people?
Contact information so
Say it
we can
again.
keep in touch.
Lilia got it. Contact information so we can keep in touch. So if I can't do a deal today with Jimmy Jean, but I send him a gift, and then Black Friday, what is it? Does that come before Thanksgiving or something like that? Cyber Monday, Black Friday, all those things. If I send Jimmy, what's it called, Ben?
Yeah, Black Friday.
Black Friday. So if I send Jimmy an email or a video about my super duper Black Friday special, and do you think he might remember me? Might?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do I have I may not have full bonding and rapport, okay? I may, but do I have possible remembrance or recognition?
Much more
Correct.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're leading a little into marketing, aren't we? When we
Yes.
end a phone call, even though we know we're not going to do business, if we can capture that email at least.
Yeah.
From that phone call. And then we put them into our marketing list and then we send them a follow-up. By the way, let's talk about follow-up. When you get off the phone with someone, you negotiate a real estate deal, whether you do the deal or not. You didn't do the deal. This is what I do. I send people a video email, even if I didn't do the deal. What do you think I should say? What do you think I should say in that video? Ed, what would you say?
I'd say it was a great talking to you. I really appreciate your time. And I just wanted to send you my information in case you should need me for anything down the road. And maybe I can follow up with you in a month or 2 and just make sure you're okay. So once again, thanks for your time.
Okay, that was nice. That was nice. Can we be a little bit more assertive? How about if we make an offer on a follow-up video? Suppose we couldn't close somebody. Can we make an offer or a multiple offer for a cash offer, a lease purchase offer, subject to, can we make a multiple choice offer to that prospect, no matter what we're selling in a video after we're done?
Yes.
Yeah.
What else? What about that acknowledgement and thank you? in that video? Do you think we could send a video? Hey, Ed, I just wanted to tell you, I loved our conversation. It's obvious why you're so successful. I'd love to do a deal with you. My offer was $200,000 cash. If it's owner finance, we can do it for $225,000. If you want, and if you want to do some other technique, call me before 6:30 today at 619-206-5960. Really enjoyed our conversation. I did add a free copy of one of my real estate books here. I thought you might enjoy, and I look forward to speaking with you this evening if you want to ask me some questions or pursue the deal. Have a great day. Boom. Something just like that. So you get that message. It's a video message. Okay. I like video messages. Does anyone else here do that stuff like that?
What do you do? What do you use to create the video message?
What a good question. What are we on right now?
Zoom. Okay.
When you go on Zoom, you hit, here, I'll share my screen just to show you guys. You can see right down here on the bottom. Can you see my little?
Yeah.
Okay, hit that record button. Keep your video short. Say thank you. Oh, Lilia, Ms. Russell, it was so nice to meet you. What a pleasure. I hope we can do business. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me, 619-206-5960. I have a little gift I attached here to a 20% coupon off any of my products on my webpage. Feel free to use it, and you have a nice day. You're a sharp lady. Boom.
Wonderful.
It takes 30 seconds to do the video. Now, when you do the recording and you hit end, which is over here in the corner, if you're just doing a private recording on Zoom, you're not broadcasting like we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you hit end. Right away, you'll see on your screen a little bar, and Zoom. The beauty of Zoom is it'll record in MP3 and MV4. I believe I got the formats right. The two most, one's an audio. If you want to just send a short audio email, and sometimes audio is really good because people open it because it's not bulky. So if you do a video, you got to keep it under 60 seconds. 30 is even better. Because if it gets too bulky, it might go in the spam or junk folder. And right away, you just have to, I'm on a Mac system. I just click the share button or something. I click the video and I click either a share or I just drag it into my email. That's simple. Something else, if you're for my Mac users here, you probably have something on your Androids or Chrome systems. We have something called Photo Booth. Can you see that down here? Do you guys ever use Photo Booth? Here, let me open it up, see if I can open it. Can you see my screen, the Photo Booth screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and you just hit it here. You hit record. Hey, Davis, what a pleasure to speak with you. My offer is good till 6:30. My phone number is 619-206-5960. I attached the little gift here for you. I'd love to do business with you. You're a great guy. Give me a call before 6:30 and we'll solve that problem. Okay, have a good day. Boom. It's over. See it come down?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what you do is you click on it. Dave. You click on it, and down here on the bottom corner, there's a little square with an arrow in it. Okay, and you click on that, you go to mail, and it automatically gives you an email with the embedded movie right in it. Okay, and you put in here, you put in a great title. These titles are important. Video, here, make it private video for prospect or whoever you're speaking to, and you send, and then their address, of course, and you're all set. Real simple. How much effort does that take when you're speaking to good prospects?
Few minutes after.
You can knock them out. I do this because I speak to really lukewarm to warm prospects all day long. You can't do this, of course, if you're just going off a list with hundreds or thousands of cold calls. But when you have warm prospects, my whole marketing is focused on warm attraction marketing, warm prospects. And so I will send them that personal follow-up. Does that gain likability? That's our topic for today. Do you think how many people here?
Yeah.
Go ahead. someone said something. How important do you think it is to just do a little post selling to gain that likability, or to set up another appointment, or to put a time, what do they call that? A deadline on your offer. Hi, Alex Gullion. My Alex will love talking with you today. My offer is good till 6:30. After that, it's off the table because I'm busy with so many other deals. And I'd love to do business with you. You're a great guy. Let's see if we can work something out. Give me a call. My number is 619, yada, yada. And love to hear from you. Or you could Zoom me. I leave my Zoom on all day long. ZoomClaude.com. Just do that. And we can have a face-to-face if you like. And I'd love to do a deal with you. Have a good day. Boom. I do a lot of this stuff.
But how about,
Go ahead.
in my case, I would say something like, the availability is limited. But, you know what I'm saying? I still have a few left. And then
Make it emotional with a story, though. Don't just say, if you say it, well, there's only a few left and the price goes up on Friday. They call that the Ben Franklin close. Okay. Have you guys heard of all these different techniques? Do you think today's 2021, almost 22, do you think they've heard that before?
Yes.
What happens? What's going through their mind when they hear the obvious, that the obvious salesman close, the same stuff they hear all the time? What do you think goes through their mind? No yawning allowed, Ed.
Yes, everybody else. It doesn't
You
matter.
sound like everybody.
And no urgency or anything.
There you go. There you go. So you gotta change it. And you say, you leave a message. Is that where, hi, Ben, Claude Diamond here. We just sold another two. I have 2 of those packages left. I know you were interested in it. I'm not trying to apply pressure to you or anything like that, but you seem like you really would enjoy having these collectible items that could go up in value. I've got only 2 left. If you have some questions or if there's interest, give me a call as soon as you get this message, please. 619-206-5996. Call me right away. Because I think you deserve to have something like this. Boom. Something like so don't make it, tell a story. You know what, Ed, Ben, after I got off the phone, 5 people called. I have 1 set left. I might not have, and that's social proof, by the way, with a little bit social proof and scarcity put together is like peanut butter and jelly. It's like pizza with anchovies. Okay. For those of you who like anchovies. Okay, it's good stuff. You've got to be a little creative in this business. You don't always want to, just say something that you think another human will respond to sincerely. Be sincere, be compelling, and get that likability. Thank them. Repair problems when they have a problem or an issue. Oh, everybody has that problem. I had that problem. I had a friend who had that same situation. It's not just you. If you can do that kind of repairing and get that likability, leading the trust, and then do your follow-up also, you're going to get a lot more more deals, more willing prospects. All the time. I'm trying to think of another. Anybody have questions or a role play they'd like to do? Join in here. DJ Santiago, my baseball player. How are you? It's been a long time, DJ. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, did you ask if we had any role plays?
Yeah, if you have a role play that's kind of with the topic we're on today, about reciprocity, likability, trust, making it emotional, something like that. Or do you have something different?
Okay, no, yeah, I just wanted your take on a little thing. What you might do in a situation where a homeowner goes, hey, yeah, it's a cash deal. Yeah, I know you want your inspectors to come look at it and you want that inspection period. But why don't you go ahead and have your guys come out and look at it and then send me the contract?
Oh, okay. The only thing I don't understand, sir, is can we talk before I spend my time and I pay somebody to come out to the property? And I appreciate your offer. Thank you. Always slide in the thank yous. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody here ever send a check to somebody? You know, when kids in my neighborhood, when some of the kids graduate from high school or something, we give them a check, a small check or something like that. What happens when they don't acknowledge that check? When they don't say thank you? How do you feel about that person?
Next time you won't get it.
Yeah. Do you ever give a gift for a wedding, an engagement party, a new baby shower or something, and that person didn't take the time and trouble to say thank you? How do you feel about that?
Down and not
Not good.
appreciated.
Yeah, you went from doing a nice thing to not liking this person. How about the person who calls you back? Thank you. That was so generous of you. That was way too much. Oh, that's so nice of you. We're going to use that money for college savings fund and everything. Oh, I love having a neighbor like you. Thank you. What just happened?
You want to give more.
You want to do more.
That's right.
It's so easy, but I think we forget some of the basics sometimes. Vaughn, I didn't forget you, but you just reminded me of that. So Vaughn, let me ask you something. Before I spend a lot of money, and I really appreciate what you said, before I send people over to the house and inspection, everything, could we talk about what kind of, we're going to do a cash deal on this, right? And what was the price you were asking for your home again? I'm sorry.
100 grand.
100 grand. And how did you, that sounds like a fair price. How did you get to that?
Well, I think it's worth a lot more, but that's just what I'm willing to walk away with.
Well, why don't you charge me more then? Why are you settling for less?
Well, you smooth talked me.
I'm good at like that. Let's see if I can smooth talk you some more. And that's very nice of you to say that, by the way. What's your bet? So for us to do a deal right now, a cash deal, you said, that means you want cash, boom. Real simple. What's the best price you could give me for us to make a commitment, open escrow, and get this deal closed by Thanksgiving?
Probably 100 grand.
You couldn't do, that's the best you could do? You couldn't do any better?
Well, I'm asking 160 on the Zillow ad. I think 100 is fair.
Oh, I think fair. I think it's fair too, but I'd kick myself. You know, it can't hurt to ask, right? So even if I said 85,000, I'll pay the closing costs. I'll sign a contract today. I'll put some money down in non-refundable deposit in escrow with my lawyer today and get this all done. You think you could come down a little?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. 85 grand. I just don't understand the inspection period. Why can't you come out and look at it and then send me the paperwork?
I'm confused. Why, if we do a contract today, subject to the inspection, and you said the house is in good shape, or is there anything you want to disclose right now?
It's in good shape.
I believe you. You're a man of your word. You're old school like me, right?
Absolutely.
Was that a stroke, by the way? Was that a stroke just now?
That's
Yes.
awesome.
The stroke. You know what? I'm going to send out my contractor. I'll call him now. I'll get back to you. I'll text you when he can come out there so we can coordinate. Based on what you said, if the house is clean and in good working order, the price is the price. I mean, if he went there and saw a leaky roof, or there was holes in the walls, or we had to replace the carpet, but you don't have any of that, do you?
No.
It's going to be $85,000. Thank you for being so flexible in your terms. I'll send you a DocuSign right now. Can you get it back to me before 5:30 and I'll open escrow with my attorney?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll text you back when my contractor can inspect the property, or I'll come by.
Okay. You don't just want to inspect it now and then make sure it's all good and then send me the paperwork?
I'd rather do the paperwork now. I can come out. How's Saturday, by the way? Is Saturday convenient time for me to come out?
Yes.
Okay. What's good? Morning, afternoon?
Anytime.
How about the morning? Do you like coffee? Do you like donuts?
Sure do.
I'll bring you and I'll bring you and your family a dozen Krispy Kremes. Okay.
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 Can I ask you how much you're going to put down on the escrow?
I don't care. I'm assuming it's a cash deal. So he didn't negotiate it, but as little as possible, obviously, maybe $1,000.
Okay.
By the way, you guys might not have picked it up. Whose attorney are we using?
Yours.
Okay. Where's my money going?
To your attorney.
To my attorney. How important is it to use your people in your transaction?
That's
Very
Very.
important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Claude,
Okay. Do you think that,
You know,
and hold on one second. Do you think my contract is going to be subject to the inspection approval and title?
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if something's wrong, so, and I like the way Vaughn was doing this because I want to get the deal. I want to lock in the deal. Can I always come back and renegotiate the deal with Vaughn?
Sure.
Yes,
By the way, did I say $15,000? How did I just get another 15,000 off the price? What did I do?
ask,
Ask.
keep asking.
Ask. Do you think, I don't think we ask enough.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the Girl Scouts in front of a supermarket?
Oh, yeah.
These
Yeah.
adorable little girls in their brownie or daisy uniforms, and they come up to you with samples or anything. They're so cute. What do?
Ask.
They ask.
They're asking.
Would you help a little 6-year-old says, would you help the Girl Scouts? We're selling cookies today. How do you say no to that? I can't.
Rapid fire. They're
I got-
screwed.
I got a garage that smells like Thin Mints. I give them away to people because I'm up, because if
That's a
I
good
see a box of Thin Mints in the freezer, I'm not going to have one.
Never
That
been
just-
done.
All you got to do is ask. When you're negotiating, ask. Say, compliment first, stroke and nurture sincerely, and then say, what's the best price you can give me? Because I want to do a deal with you today. And you never know what's going to happen if you just ask.
Mhm.
Okay. With cars, with anything, it can't hurt to ask. And all the time. My wife just took her 94-year-old mother to the dentist. She had to go to a geriatric dentist specialist. Okay. And she doesn't have insurance for the work that was done on her mouth. And it was like $380. And my wife, who's been around me for a long time, said, what if we pay you cash? We give you a check today. Oh, we'll take off 10%. Well, I don't know about you, but saving $38 is, $38, I can almost fill up my car, right? Or something like that. Little things like that. Go ahead. So Vaughn, did we solve your problem? Did we solve that role play for you there?
Yeah, I think so. You just kept bringing it to what I would want. And yeah, so I liked it.
Is
Thank
it
you.
okay to be assertive, Vaughn, to draw a line in the sand? This is what you want. Do we have to capitulate to everything the prospect wants?
No.
No.
Vaughn, what's our power in a cash deal? What's our strength?
We have the cash.
We have the cash. We have the quan. We've got the power. That's okay. Do we have to capitulate to someone when we're negotiating a cash deal?
No.
Isn't that our strength? I mean, no, I won't do a deal or sign a contract or anything. You come and inspect it. Well, no, that's not the way I do it. I'm ready to do a deal with you right now, subject to the inspection. And I'm the guy who's giving you cash. Is it okay to step on their toes once in a while?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gently.
You don't have to get into a fight or anything like that, but authority, which is also another persuasion technique, is something you can utilize. Who had a question? Jimmy Jean or somebody?
Yeah, I was
Thank
actually
you.
referring to about Vaughn. His question is that the seller does not want to move or do anything until he have his inspectors inspect the property, and then he has signed the contract with 0 inspections after that.
Can you put
That's
in?
what I was picking up.
Okay, so your concern is how do I get out of this deal if I do the inspection first and then sign the contract? Is that your concern?
Yeah, that's what I believe Vaughn's concern was, because she actually wants him to inspect it and then she's going to sign the contract. She
Okay.
doesn't want to sign it.
Can you have a reinspection before the close? Can you put in other escape clauses? What's that? What do they call them? Weasel clauses, exculpatory clauses. In law school, they call it an exculpatory clause, I believe. But can you put things in the contract that can take you out of the deal? Can you put other than the inspection?
Subject to partner's approval.
Oh, there you go. Subject to the
Yeah.
attorney reviewing, subject to title search, subject to what is my property tax transfer tax going to be? Can you put anything like that into a contract And does everybody read all the legal, those pages and pages of 8-point legal that are in contracts? Do you guys really read those things? Tell the truth.
No,
No.
nope.
Really?
I try to once in a while, but it's like even with a law background, it's boring. It's redundant, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense. These long run-on sentences that they have. So invent other kinds of escape clauses that you can put into the agreement. So if you can't get out of it one way, you have an escape path, a fire escape in another part of your agreement.
A good one
So you
would be funder's approval too.
Subject, yeah, that's a pretty standard one in real estate agent contract. Subject, I mean, if you can't buy the property, if you're not qualified for it, I guess I get my deposit back, right?
How would that work if you were saying it's a cash offer?
What do you mean, Alex?
I mean, they're saying you're saying that it's cash offer, and then you come back with subject to funder's approval.
What is it? Does cash mean cash anymore? If I give you a check, is that a cash offer?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I pay by credit card, is that a cash offer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's open to interpretation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these words are. You got to be you ever listen to politicians as little as possible, right? Okay. Politicians drive me crazy. You guys ever watch Meet the Press? And they'll ask a very straightforward question. Okay. It's either yes or no. What do these politicians do when they don't want to answer a question?
Going rounds and rounds and rounds, not answering.
Round and round. That's called an obfuscation. Okay, they change the subject or they dance around it because they don't want to answer a straightforward question. Drives me crazy. And then they'll repeat the question and they still won't answer it. I hear it all the time on it. And that tells you that maybe this is not the forthright. They're a little bit too careful, or they're not as forthright a person as I want. Anybody here? What happened in the election in New Jersey? By the way, did they ever get final results? Anybody follow that? It was kind of interesting. It looks like the guy running against the incumbent Murphy was. It was very close. It was only a few thousand votes behind. It was very interesting. Anyway, hey, look who joined us today. Hervik Almonte, winner of the Guts Maxi Award. He just won it the other day.
I'm still surprised. I don't know how I won it.
Once a year. Yeah, he gave a great. I'd like to thank my mother and father for this magnificent award. Also, Justin, you guys all know this is Justin's webpage. Justin was the other co-winner. First time we ever had two winners. I give an award once a year for the top salesperson who kind of uses the philosophy and the techniques of the gut sales method. What was that question we had before? Somebody had a question. We skipped over it. Was it you, Jimmy?
No, I actually answered. You answered it.
Okay. Good. Oh, it was Alec.
I wanted to ask you, Claude, was that I was listening to an attorney was actually speaking to a client, and he was just using those amazing words: imagine, suppose, maybe. The words that that we usually use. I'm like, wow. Now I see what Claude actually talking about. Even attorneys use these words.
Why? Why do we use those words?
To gain business.
Yeah, but you got to go to
put people in a frame of mind.
Oh, I like that answer, Stephen. When you say frame of mind, give me specifics. What do you mean by frame of mind?
You're trying to get them to think about, you're trying to put pictures in their head. You're trying to put them in the situation that you want them to be in, or to be thinking about.
Anybody here ever have a song in their head that they couldn't get out of? Do you ever get that annoying song? You're always go away, take it out. What we want to do is put a picture in people's mind, and we use words to get through their conscious to their subconscious, so it stays in. Hey, Alex, imagine for a moment we get you into that house, and it's Thanksgiving, and your family's over, and grandma's there, and can you smell that turkey? in the oven with the stuffing, with grandma's famous stuffing in her. Oh, what does that smell like, Alex? Isn't that the best smell in the world and everything? And the fireplace it's really cold outside, and the fireplace has been going, and the kids are playing outside and everything. I mean, and the leaves are all dropped off the trees. And it's that cold kind of breezy day, but you're in a nice warm home that smells and so good. And you're drinking this lovely white wine, this cold a Chardonnay. How does that, can you imagine yourself having that home and having that situation on Thanksgiving? How does that make you feel?
Good.
Yeah, just good. I mean, I spent 10 minutes doing that thing. Good.
You know, Claude, it makes me feel amazing, man. I appreciate you for, making it seem so great to me right about now, man. Thank you.
We can make that happen. It's okay to say no to me. Don't worry. I'm not here to pressure you, but you came to me with a problem. You're tired of paying rent. I've got a home here with owner financing. I can put you in it for $25,000, which I believe is comfortable for your budget, right?
Yes, it is. 25, you said 2,500 a month? How much?
No, 25,000 down today and 2,500 a month, owner financing, 3% interest. You have 5 years to replace the mortgage.
Okay, that sounds good.
And the source of that 25,000, if you don't mind me asking, is that something you have in savings or credit card and your mattress?
It's actually in the bank account right now, Claude.
Okay, so it's available. So we have to decide, and if you want to say no, don't worry about it. I've got 10 other people who are interested in this home. And so, and if you wait a few more years, I'm sure I'll get another property like this. But would you like to have that Thanksgiving you deserve?
No, Claude, I need it. My Thanksgiving coming, I got kids, my wife, and, we going through headaches with dealing with rentals. And I want our own place right now, Claude. And I like this property.
What should I do next? Tell me whatever you want. Where should we go from
Let's
here?
get started with the paperwork. I really need it. I want to surprise my wife and kids. Come on, let's do it, Claude.
We might have a small problem, though.
What's that, Claude? What's that?
I'm thinking before I speak here. So if I can, your wife is going to be part of that loan, right? But you want to do a surprise to her?
Of course. Of course.
Okay. I'll tell you what, you can do the 25,000 today. We can open escrow. You can sign the paperwork, get the contract to me. And could you do all that today so we could take this off the market and facilitate the closing?
Yes, sir, man. You could, if you send it to me now, I send it over to you back in 15 minutes, hit to the bank and have the money ready for you.
Okay. When you say the bank ready for me, is that going to be a wire transfer, or are you going to overnight a cashier's check? What exactly?
Claude, that's a great question. Thanks for asking me. What you prefer?
I'll give you my routing and bank number, and then you can send me the confirmation today, get me the contracts back today, and you're going to have the best Thanksgiving of your life.
Man, thank you, Claude, man. Oh, man, I'm so excited right about now. Thank you a lot, Claude.
Thank you. I love doing business. I love doing business with someone of your maturity and experience. This is going to make for a great Thanksgiving for your family. Thank you for letting me do business with you.
You're welcome, Claude.
Boom. That's gut selling. That was good. That was good role play. It was. Did everyone see the unicorns and rainbows, as Felipe always said? Stroking and nurturing, if it's sincere, is a great way to get people to pay attention to you, to like you, eventually lead to trust, so you don't get all the stalls, the objections, the obfuscations, the I'll think about it, call me in 2 weeks. You want to create that. You want to create that kind of relationship with people. You want to do your follow-ups with people, no matter whether you sell them or don't sell them. Always follow up and always create incentives, a reward for people, and you'll get a lot. You'll find sales is much more enjoyable, and you'll have a lot more qualified prospects to do business with. Did we learn something today?
Yes, sir.
Other
Yes,
than I
sir.
talk too much. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Thanks to
I
Justin.
got a question, Claude,
Okay.
if you don't mind. Can I
Real
hear
fast.
a replay of this Zoom?
I don't know. Why would you want to role play?
No, the thing is, English is not my first language, and
Okay, and me
having
too.
it-
Me
having
too,
it
and I was
listened
born here.
few times, it's gonna be very helpful for me.
Where are you from?
I am originally from Ukraine.
Okay. I think, what is Justin? Someone help me out. Does Justin post this on, is this live right now on YouTube? I believe it is.
Already?
Go on YouTube. I believe it's been posted live, or does he keep this one private?
This is live right now.
Live.
Okay, this is live. It's on you. I believe it's on YouTube. It could be on Facebook. If there's a problem, give me a call, 619-206-5960. I'll personally take care of it for you. And
Thank you kindly. I
you're
appreciate it.
welcome. See, you asked. All you got to do is ask. Go ahead, Hervik.
Hey, Claude, I'm looking at the screen right now, and it's on the top left where it says live on custom live streaming service. I think if you click on that, you can copy the streaming link, and maybe that way Lilia can probably access the.
Let's see,
recording.
and I'll put it in the chat box here for you. And there it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Always-
so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys have a great day. Give good phone. Talk to people every day, and don't be scared to be assertive when it's in the best interest of the prospect to do business with you. On there. My name is Claude Diamond, ClaudeDiamond.com. I got a lot of free stuff on my webpage if you're not familiar with me. And sales is the $1 million skill. Focus on that aspect on your business, and you'll see magic happen all the time. Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you
Claude.
kindly.
Thank you, Claude.
Claude. You take
Bye-bye.
care.
Hey, guys.
Bye.